So hey guys, this is Siddharth from Top of my class 10, 100% NCRT CBSE Chemical Equations and Reactions, which is part 3, Balancing Chemical Equations. So next, coming to the third part, as we all know, the first two parts, if you guys have not seen it, please go to YouTube, Top of Smith channel, please go and subscribe and please watch the first two parts, which is very important. So let's go off with part 3, Balancing Chemical Equations. So guys, first let's learn unbalanced and balanced equations. This is very easy. As you all can see here, it's H2 plus Cl2. Let me just take the marker. Yes. So it's H2 plus Cl2 here. H2 plus Cl2 will give you HCl, which is not balanced because there are two atoms in hydrogen on the reactant side and two in Cl, whereas in HCl it's just one on the product side. So as you can see here, according to the weightage, this is the reactants is more heavier than the product. So this should not happen always in equations. All equations should always be balanced. So what we need to do here is we just need to put a 2 here because 2H, 2H, and Cl2, 2Cl. As we all know, if it's a coefficient of a compound, it multiplies with all the elements present in the compound. So this is one of the very easy ones. Next, this is the balanced one. See now it's balanced. H2 plus Cl2 will give you HCl2. So next, going to the balancing chemical equations, the definition. The one in which the number of atoms in each element as the reactant is equal to the number of atoms of the element as the product. So it basically means that the number of atoms on the reactants of each element should be equal to the number of atoms which is in the product side. So next, going to determine, if you guys can't see this, determine whether the following equation is balanced. 2Na plus H2O gives you 2NaOH plus H2. As you can see here, 2Na, two atoms of Na plus 2Na here, so it's sodium is balanced. H2 here and H2 here. But here, as you can see, 2NaOH, as I told in the beginning, the coefficients of each compound multiply with its element. So 2H plus 2H will give you 4H, whereas it's just H2 here. So hydrogen is not balanced, and oxygen coming to oxygen, it is one oxygen here and two oxygen here, as we know, 2 into 0, 2 into O, 2 into 1 will give you O2. O2 here, O1 here, so it's hydrogen and oxygen is unbalanced, so the equation is not balanced. So we can see this is the balanced chemical equation. 2Na plus 2H2 will give you 2NaOH plus H2. 2Na, 2Na, 2H2, which is 2 into 2, as we all know, we should always, if there's a coefficient and a subscript, we need to multiply it. 2 twos are 4, and 2H plus 2H will give you 4, and oxygen, 2 oxygen plus 2 oxygen here. So everything is, all the elements are balanced, so the equation is balanced. So let's coming to balancing chemical equations, the procedure. First thing is write a word equations for each reaction. The second one is write the correct formulas for all the reactants and products. So, for example, we write sodium hydroxide reacting with hydrochloric acid. You should always write NaOH plus HCl, which is the correct formulas of both the reactants and products. Next, coming to determine the coefficients that make the equation balanced. So we should always, guys, write the coefficients of. So let me take you back here. These are the coefficients. As we all learnt in math, if it is written 2x in algebra, for x, 2 is the coefficient. So even here, 2Na, 2 is the coefficient, 2 here is the coefficient for H2O, 2NaOH, and here there's nothing, it's just 1. So next coming here, determine the coefficient. So we just need to determine them by writing to, identify them. That's what it means. So next coming to balancing chemical equations, in an important point to remember. In this reaction, 2NO plus O2 will give you 2NO2. The 2 to the left of NO, so here 2NO, and 2 to the left of NO2. So here, then here they're telling is the 2 here as a coefficient refers to the number of molecules in this reaction. So any coefficient refers to the molecules of the reaction, molecules of the the compound. Then as we all know, the subscript O2 and O2 here too. So the 2 is the subscript which is given. Next, coming to the method, there is one common method which is called as the heat and trial method. The first one is this is a simple one, H2Cl2 will give you HCl. As you can see here, there is two H and two Cl2 which gives you HCl. We know it's not balanced. So what is the main concept of this is just multiply this by 2. We all know we should always draw a table while balancing. Reactants and products of hydrogen, two here and one here, so we just need to multiply it by two to equate it. And chlorine here, so again multiplied by two. As we all know, we can't just write 2Cl, 2H, and 2Cl here. We cannot do that. Remember, always, never ever do that. So what we should do is we just need to write here 2. 2 written here, we'll just make it 2H and 2Cl. So it's common for both as it's the coefficient. So we can write these two as balanced now. H2 plus Cl2 will give you 2HCl. This is a simple one. Coming to the complex one, this is C6H6 plus O2 will give you CO2 plus H2O. This is quite a complex one. So make a big table. Reactants of carbon is 6 and products of carbon is 1. We can see a 6 and 1 here. And hydrogen 6, we can see a 6 and 2 in the product side, which is H2. And coming to oxygen, it's 2 here and 3 here because 2, 1 and 1 here. 2 plus 1 will give you 3. So how do we balance carbon? It's very easy, just multiply it by 6 again. Give you 6 is equal to 6. And hydrogen just multiplied by 3. 3 into 2 will give you 6 again. So then, as you can see, just write it down. So we just write 6 here. 6C, C6. So it's equal now. And 3 here, as you can see, 3 into 2. 3 to the 6 and had 6 here. So next coming to the oxygen. 2 and 3, as we all know, it's not a multiple. Um, After equating this carbon and hydrogen, you can see that oxygen on the product side has become 6 into 2, which is 12 plus 3, which gives you 15. So it's guys, it's 15. So here, as we all know, 15 is not a multiple of 2. So what we can write here, we can just write 15 by 2. And we can just let two ones are just gets cancelled as we should multiply. But according to the rules, we are not supposed to write a fraction. So what we can do is we just need to write we just need to multiply each and every compound by 2. So what we need to do here, let me just erase everything. So what we need to do here is we should just multiply the first one, which is yeah. So the first one is C6. So just multiply it by 2. 2C6, 2C6 and 2H6. And coming to O2, we all know should be 15. And next coming to C. C used to be 6 here, as we all know when we had balanced it. So 6 into 2 will give you 12. So then coming to H2O, before it was 3 here. So 3 into 2 will give you 6. So this is the final balance equation, guys. If you guys want to verify, just verify it. 2C6, which is 12C, 12C here too. Then 12 hydrogen, 6 to the 12 hydrogen here too. Then oxygen 15 into 2 is 30 as we all know, and here 12 twos is 24 plus 6, 6 into 1 which is 6. 24 plus 6 is 30 as we all know in maths. So it's the equation is balanced, guys. So that is it, guys, for balanced equations. It's very easy to, part of this chapter. These are some homework questions which you guys can do at home. It's quite easy. Don't get scared by reading this TI. And TI. Rest all TI is titanium, as we all know, because but some students get scared. What is this TI? They've never heard of this element. Guys, don't get scared. It's just for confusing the person. Some exams give it, but it doesn't matter anyway because balancing chemical equation doesn't involve in valency or anything like that. So that's it, guys. TiCl4 plus H2O. You guys can balance it. It's very, very easy. So that is it, guys. This is the last part of the chemical reactions and equations chapter. Please subscribe, like, and share this video and subscribe to the channel. And please watch the other two videos which is there in the channel because it's very important and needed for this chapter. So this is the end of this chapter. So I'm going to put the PowerPoint presentation in the description box. So as the last session, you guys can refer the um, PowerPoint presentation in a Drive link I would have sent. Please refer it. So the next session will be about life processes and it'll be biology. And it's quite a big chapter, but it's very easy. It will take around 3 to 4 sessions. The next video will be about that. I hope you guys like the first chapter. So that's it, guys. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Till then, thank you and have a nice day. Bye.